I am here at the corner of Park and Nevada at the either beginning or end of what's called the West End in Long Beach. Why am I here? Because of this week's Parsha. Nevada is the beginning of 26 blocks that's called the West End. They're all named for states. 26, about half of the states, goes from Nevada in the west to New York Avenue in the east where the boardwalk ends or begins. And it's called the West End. And it's, I don't know what the order is of the states, why they chose these 26, but it goes from Nevada to New York with half the states mentioned. They're not in order of alphabet. They're not in order of the states, but somehow it's a section. I thought of this when I was reviewing the Parsha, and it talks about the sons, the 70 people that went down from Canaan to Egypt because of the famine at the time of Yaakov and Yosef. And the list of 10 sons of Binyamin is listed. And Rashi tells us in last week's Parsha where the names of these 10 sons came from. It says in the Parsha that when Yosef first met Binyamin after all those years, he was overwhelmed and he had to go cry in his room privately. And why was he overwhelmed? Rashi tells us, quoting a Gemara in Sota, that he asked, did you have a brother from your mother? And he says, I had one, but he's gone. And he says, do you have any children? Yes, I have 10 children. And he says, what are the names of your children? And Binyamin lists the name of the children. And then Yosef says, what do those names mean? I haven't heard those names before. And Binyamin goes through every one of the 10 names, and he says how it relates to the loss or the death, the tragedy of what was his brother. And that was overcoming to Yosef. It caused him to cry. He was overwhelmed emotionally. That imagine that this child, Mupim, the son of Binyamin, goes to school. Hi, why is your name Mupim? Oh, because of my father's still mourning over the loss of his brother. And every one of the children was named for that incident, the loss of the sale of Yosef, or what Binyamin thought would be the death of his brother. The Panavit Rav points out that Binyamin is considered somebody that never sinned. And it shows to the extent to which he has compassion and how sensitive he was to the loss of the brother. And we have to realize the consequences of our actions, that the children of Binyamin, their grandchildren, their great-grandchildren, were all affected by this because of the names that was given. And it reminds us of how we have to act, how we have to comport ourselves, and the sensitivity and the love that was shown by Binyamin to this brother that he never knew he had after he was sold, and he certainly didn't know that he was talking to him at that time. It's a message for all of us. It's certainly a message of a section of the Torah of Sinas Chinam, and Binyamin teaches us that the love can sometimes conquer that as well. Have a beautiful, beautiful Shabbos.